Welcome back, 26 Acres Outdoors. As promised, we're going to do a European mount on this little guy that's been in my freezer for quite some time. So I let him defrost out and then put him in the fridge because I didn't get to it. But today I'm going to skin it out. Step one, or step two actually if you count the defrosting. Just put a little plastic down. I got some gloves to wear. We're just going to skin them out. Just use a sharp knife. Obviously knives are always a giant issue over here with being sharp, but I'm going to probably start my first cut knife, which I use for skinning coons and coyotes and stuff like that. And then my other skinning knife for all my fur handling, and if those aren't sharp enough, we've got some backups. Get some gloves on, get to it. All right, came out pretty good. We got some meat left on it, but we're ready for the next step. And then I can just clean up my knives and then wrap up all the plastic and throw it away. I'll let him soak in a bucket with some Dawn because I am not firing the power washer up tonight and doing all that boiling tonight, but we got him skinned out, and as long as you keep him wet in between steps, it should be fine. And he was a little bit cold. Did not come off very easily, as you could see. All right, we'll get to next step 3 here, hopefully tomorrow. What's up, YouTube? Merry Christmas Eve. Well, salted some parking lots, and now I'm starting a little early wrapping for the wife. There's the wife's Christmas present. Hope she likes it. So we're boiling a little bit. It's boiling good. We're waiting until the skin splits on his head. My pot's a little full, it's overflowing, but it should be all right. A little bit. Well, there you go. That part's done. Now we'll give it a quick bleaching and a rinsing. I did lose a couple teeth because I misjudged. Shouldn't have been on one. I did break this off. You can either leave it so it's cool, so it looks like it's supposed to look like that, or I will try to fix it. We'll see. I would have liked to have the whole thing, but if I don't, and he's missing a tooth, which looks like he was in a bad fight with another big buck. Right? Go with that. All right, let's get to the last step, or next to last step. Okay. Before we wait, we're going to do something. And I can save this if I want, since I messed up. First one we've ever done, so, I mean, I can crazy glue that back in. I'm not 100, it's missing another bone from the power washer. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but I am going to put that in the peroxide, along with his 2 teeth I knocked out. So before we do that, or you could have done it before you boiled it, we already have a slight issue with the horns. You're going to take some just packing tape or packing plastic, and you want to wrap the base of his antler just like so. Can't have too much, it's just going to be a pain to take it off. Right. Take some electrical tape, doesn't matter what color. Start right on the base and wrap it around real tight. If you do get peroxide on the horns, we can fix it, but I am a little bit in a rush, so. And you're just gonna wrap the base and then just go up a little bit to keep the rest of it on. And now we're gonna do the other horn. Antler, rather. Sorry, I don't know why I called it a horn. So it should look like something like that. Okay. Let's do the other one. Though before we go to the peroxide, he should look something like that. Actually, he should look a lot bigger. Right? 10 points, 12 points. But hey, we're going to preserve this guy. And we'll be able to always look back and think about that hunt. So, he may not be the prettiest one, but he should do fine. Alright, so we got our clean pot. Same pot we were using. Now we're going to add our hydrogen peroxide. You can use you want a stronger one. I know a lot of guys use the one from the beauty supply. My beauty supply gave me a pain in the neck time trying to buy it. I had to come up with another option. I know other guys that just use the regular bottles and the little brown ones you get from CVS. It does work. It's not as potent, but what I did find was hydrogen peroxide 34% by volume. It's a little less than the stuff for the hairdressers, but it's way more potent than the other stuff. I found this from some farm supply because I guess they use it to clean waterers for animals, is what I was reading on the description. It was way cheap, just not the shipping, but it still wasn't bad. So we're going to put that in. Make sure you're outside when you're doing this. And we're going to do a 50 to 50 ratio. Doesn't have to be exact, but that's the ballpark. We're only doing one skull, and I'll be able to save this peroxide when we're done. So it'll be more water than this, but you guys got the idea. 50. I haven't worn these overalls since I used to go lobstering with my dad. So here's the next step. I'm going to take the two teeth. So I'm going to take a piece that broke off in case I do want to do something with it. Plop that in there. If you have a little basket, it's way easier. And it's two teeth that I found. Throw them in. We're going to dip him in. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out. So he's got good, should be all set. I'm going to rest him just like, now he doesn't want to rest in there. What's going on? So orange is still getting in it. Oh, because he doesn't have his nose on. So now we're going to light our burner, put it on high, and as soon as it hits a boil, take it out. Cold water, 50% peroxide. I'm using 34% by volume. And then as soon as it hits a boil, it's done. Take it out, kill the heat. Let this cool down. If you plan on doing more skulls in the future, then you can put it, once it's cool, put it in a 5-gallon bucket with a lid. Because I can do way more skulls than just this one with that ratio. So we plan on doing other ones, so I will save it. And then we'll go power wash it off. Okay, it's starting to boil. So while that gets to the final stage of boiling, I'm going to start my power washer up. I'm going to take it out and put on a fan nozzle like 45 degrees, something like that. We're going to rinse it real good. And I didn't wear glasses or gloves. I highly recommend it because that stuff burns. So I know you're going to see the little bleep I put on there. I just wasn't thinking. I was thinking about doing this and I wasn't being safe. So wear gloves. Because that couple drops I got on me were burning. All right. Alright, we're on the final step. And yes, this project's dragged on a little bit. And in the meantime, I got a haircut and shaved my beard off. So, a little different look. New year. So, the final step, what we're going to do is, and that's mine, the nose broke off. I really couldn't save it. But it actually kind of looks like one you'd find in the desert. It's still got a good character to it. And I'm missing one tooth I couldn't find. Or, yeah. I'll glue the other teeth in. But the final step is we're just going to take a little bit of Mop and Glow. And we are just going to paint it right on. This is going to seal the bone and give us a little sheen. Just be generous with it. And we're just going to finish that up. And that's that. And then we're going to have our nice European skull mount after I glue in the rest of his teeth. And you can buy hangers for it, or you can hang them up like this or move them around. They're pretty cheap on Amazon or eBay, like $7-8. Or you can just put a screw, hang it on the wall, or just display it. I'm probably going to display mine sitting down. So any of you that are doing this, I hope you found this helpful. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Catch you next time.